Hey everyone, Carolina Venom here. Today I'm taking a look at the Samsung Galaxy Victory with Virgin Mobile. Going to take you around the phone. I'm going to tell you a few things about it. I'm not going to go into a whole lot of specifics because I'm not the best cell phone reviewer there is. So I'm going to give you some of the specs, take you around the phone and stuff like that, and just kind of give you the basic idea of the phone. I did have the Galaxy Ring with Virgin Mobile, and that phone was a pitiful phone. There really wasn't much difference in specs, just a few, well, there was a difference because this is much faster as far as performance goes. So anyway, enough with the Galaxy Ring. We're going to start in with the Galaxy Victory. This is a 4G LTE phone, which is nice, other than the fact that I don't live in an LTE area. And you can't use 4G with an LTE phone. So this is pretty much strictly a 3G phone until 4G becomes available in my area. But in the front here, we got our front-facing camera. We got a nice 4-inch display, 800 by 480 resolution. Your three touch buttons here. You got your menu, your home, and your back button on the side. Your dedicated camera key. I love a dedicated camera key on a cell phone. On top, you have your power button, 3.5mm headset jack, volume rocker on the side, micro SD card slot. This phone here is running Android 4.1.2 Jelly Bean. It has 1 GB of RAM, 4 GB of internal memory, and 2 gigs available to user, and micro SD compatible up to a 32 GB card. On the back, we have your rear speaker and your 5 megapixel camera with 720p recording and your LED flash. One thing I like about the Galaxy phones is they've always had pretty good cameras. Even back, several years back, whenever they had their old Samsung phones, cameras has always been a pretty strong spot with Samsung, in my opinion. And this phone right here is pretty good for only a 5 pixel shooter. 720 is relatively smooth, and it does record pretty bright, and it does seem to hold its own. And I just personally like this phone. I do. It's, like I said, it's fast. It's speedy. The battery, I'm not really sure the milliamp hour battery, because the back of this thing is hard to take off. So I think it's somewhere near 2,000 milliamp hour battery. It gets you through the day using. Like I said, I live in a low service area, so it tends to use battery more than if you live in a good coverage area. And I can get a full day on this phone. Unfortunately, 3G is so slow it won't hardly register. So that's kind of a bad thing, but that's the problem with Sprint is, their 3G, while it is getting somewhat better, is still way behind AT&T and Verizon and companies like that. And, but to me personally, while I do use AT&T, I prefer using something like Virgin Mobile because of the plans are cheaper, and you do have unlimited, even though they do throttle you after 2.5 gigs of data. Still, that's a lot of data, and then they still don't cut you off if you go over that. So, anyway, also Wi-Fi is good to have also as well, which is pretty much on all these phones. This phone has a really nice screen. It's very fast. It works very well. I like the fact that it does have your battery percentage up here. See, I got 1 bar of service, and I can make a phone call, but it's going to probably cut in and out, especially if I hold it. That's why where I live, I have to use a Bluetooth headset and leave the phone sitting here and make a phone call, other than picking it up and talking with it. If the phone was to ring and I picked it up and talked on it, I'd probably lose a call. So the coverage does vary Right now I have no bars of service, then it goes to 1 bar, and I occasionally get 2 bars. So, and I live outside the Sprint Virgin Mobile area. I live about a mile outside the area, and I can still pull service. So this is a pretty good reception phone. It does hold calls pretty well, especially if you got it on speakerphone or Bluetooth. You're not holding the phone, so that's kind of a good thing as well. But it is fast. It is a pretty fast phone, and I do love the way it operates. Let's go in here. Like I said, it scrolls really quick, and you got plenty of widgets and stuff like that. You got S-Voice. Of course, you got all your emails, Gmail accounts, and all that good stuff. And it does have all the latest apps and everything. It is Android 4.1.2, so it is not the newest version of Android, of course. I don't see why it would not get at least 4.2 or 4.3, because the Samsung Galaxy S3 has the same 1 GB of RAM, and it is updated to 4.3 now. So this being a Samsung Galaxy model phone, I would think that it would at least go to 4.2, 4.3. I don't see it getting 4.4 KitKat, but you never can tell. I compare this phone a lot to the ZTE All, which is basically the same phone. It's just different make. I mean, both of them have about the same. They both have the same specs, same RAM, same internal memory. They're both about the same size. This one here is a little bit lighter and a little bit thinner. And personally, I like the ZTE All better because it is smoother and it does seem to run faster and smoother than the Galaxy Victory, but not enough to really even tell it. To me, the call quality is better on the Samsung Galaxy Victory. Has very good call quality. Speakerphone works good as well. And basically, there is no flaws with this phone. Battery life is good and everything. I'm gonna go ahead and run a benchmark test. I done ran one, so I'm just going to look it up here. It came in at 4,882, so that's not a bad speed. The ZTE All comes in around 5,000 or 5,100, so there's not much difference in the speeds with the same 1.2 gigahertz dual-core S4 processors. So there's really S4, yeah, there's not a whole lot of difference in speed. So 4,882 is not bad. And it has went down to like 4,400, 4,500. It just really all depends. I personally like this phone. Like I said, being in the 3G area, it's really even in a 4G area, if it's not 4G LTE, 4G does no good because I'm not in an LTE area. But it is a nice phone in general. It is kind of expensive if you buy it retail price. But if you can find it on sale for like $100 or a little bit more than that, then I say it's a very good deal. Being that the ZTE All now, to me, being a better phone, personally, you can get it for around $69. Even places like Walmart sells it now for that price around here anyway. And to me, the only thing better on the Samsung than the All is this Samsung's got a better camera and camcorder and has 4G LTE. Basically, they're about the same phone, so I can recommend both of them. I think both of them are very excellent phones, and both of them would really serve purpose as well. So anyway, that's all I'm going to say about this phone right now. I recommend it. I think it's a nice phone. I believe they could have, made it look a little bit more fancier than just so plain gray, silver looking color. But, I like the way the Galaxy Ring looked. But that phone was just a pitiful phone in general. But this one right here is really a step up from that phone. Hoping it does get an upgrade to a different Android, like 4.2 or 4.3. But if it don't, 4.1 is fine. I don't see nothing wrong with 4.1. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and go. Got any questions, comments, please feel free to leave them below, and I'll get back with you as soon as I can. Subscribe to my channel. I sure would appreciate it. This has been a look at the Samsung Galaxy Victory with Virgin Mobile. It's a very good phone, and I highly recommend it. Y'all have a good one, and I'll get you later.